Hello everyone, welcome to another video. On this video, we're going to be focusing on real estate ads. Real estate agents and companies, they really rely on ads and social traffic, which is completely normal because that's where kind of people are searching on definitely several websites, but also online when they see an ad with an amazing flat and apartment, it gets their attention and that definitely brings a lot of leads. And the idea is that you don't really make an ad in real estate to sell that thing necessarily, but more like they become your lead. You get their contact details, and every time you have any flat, you send them emails, messages, etc. to kind of convert them there and then make the sales there. So on this video, I'm going to be creating some real estate creatives, just like you can see on the screen. They look beautiful, they look amazing, and it literally took me 1 or 2 minutes to generate these creatives. So we're gonna take everything from the beginning. Let's go to the brand section. As you know, on AdCreative.ai, you need to create a brand, and after you create a brand, you can generate creatives and also texts. So I create a brand with Century 21, but let's delete that so we can actually go ahead and create one new brand from the beginning so you can actually see the process. So what I've done is that right before the video, I was checking what real estate logo should I use, and it seems like Century 21, I don't know if I write that good, seems to be a good one. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to save that logo in a PNG format. We have no connections with them whatsoever. I'm just doing this test. So I took a logo. Clearly you need your logo in a PNG format. As you can see, the background there is no background in this logo, which is very important for our creatives to look good. So that's going to be it. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click on create a brand button and then drag and drop that logo, or you can click and select. And as you can see, as soon as I do that, AdCreative.ai automatically selected all the colors from the logo itself. So it creates, using the AI again and the logo, it creates this kind of palette that's gonna look really good on your creatives, and it's gonna also convert well. So now that the logo and the color is there, all I need to do is just to write the Century, if I can write Century, the brand name. So brand description, I can write it. I can even connect my ad accounts if I'm already running some ads. This way, AdCreative.ai is gonna prioritize my data versus the global data, so that actually my creatives can really be more unique to me, and my creatives can also perform much better since AdCreative.ai knows my target audience, my the gender, the demographics, etc. Anyway, let's go create the brand. As soon as the brand is created, it's gonna send me to the creative generation page. All I need to do at this point is to select the format. So let's say that this is for some Instagram ads, but if you would like to run ads on Snapchat or TikTok or whatever, you can. We basically cover all the creatives. So post size is amazing for Facebook and Instagram. Landscape is amazing for LinkedIn if you're running some, let's say, B2B real estate ads. And then we have vertical size. Vertical size in these days performs much better on Instagram because it covers more space, etc. But again, if you're not sure of that, we have this small feature called Help Me Choose. You can actually select your platform, etc. And then it's the platform is going to recommend you the best performing size for that platform and for your needs. So let's say we are going to go with the square one. And then there is something called project description. It's very important. So here we are going to say that, so in this example, I want to sell this imaginary flat in New York with a beautiful balcony, okay? So Century 21 is selling a beautiful flats in 5th Avenue in New York, with a unique balcony. So again, clearly I'm just making some stuff up. But when you do it, when you take a bit of time, I'm pretty sure it's going to be better. And the target audience, let's say home buyers. That's it. That's all we need at this point. That step was very important because if I don't want to write everything here myself, then I want to use this text AI because it saves time and it kind of gives me some cool ideas as well. I don't necessarily always use that button and whatever it generates, but I make sure that every time I use that button, so the texts are generated, so I can actually take a bit of an idea, and sometimes I use everything. So unique balcony in 5th Avenue, that's an amazing headline. Unique flat in the 5th Avenue with doesn't seem that good, so let's go and work on it a bit. On a PS, okay, that's just amazing. I just need to delete that part and then start with a capital O, and that just looks good. Perfect flat on the Fifth Avenue with a unique balcony. That just looks good. And if you watch any of other videos that I have, I like my call to actions very clear. And in this one, I would say that get in touch to learn, or get in touch is just good enough. And let's say that this ad is going to be running for, let's say, phone calls. So I can just go and search for phone. And if I select this, as you can see here, the small icon is changing to phone. It doesn't change the conversion rate a lot, but it changes one thing, that when people are clicking, if they know that it's phone, your calls are gonna go much better because they may be expecting to go to a website. So that's it. That's the text part. And then clearly, if this imaginary flat was a real flat, I would drag and drop the real flat photos. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use our image search engine for the sake of this video, and I'm gonna say New York flat. Let's see what will come up. I've seen right before the video one or two beautiful ones. In the video I selected this one, so let's go with the same one again. I like this right side. I didn't want to put the TV because that block just doesn't look that amazing to me, but I'm just gonna use this side, which is gonna like show me in the preview that my creative more or less is gonna look like that, clearly with my colors. So what I'm gonna do is that New York flat test, okay? So as soon as I generate this thing, AdCreative.ai is gonna gather all this data that I give, whatever my needs are, go to the backend, use AI, generate those creatives, and bring me those creatives. There's gonna be hundreds of them, just so you can see. So what we need to do is to select the ones we like with, let's say, the highest score. So AdCreative.ai really knows which creatives perform best, because it's like, we are feeding the machine learning algorithm with millions of best performing creatives across several channels we have. So it knows it, but in the meantime, clearly it's very important. It's your brand. It also needs to look good. So what I like to do is that usually, since there's over 100 creatives here, I like to go there and kind of like choose the ones that I like. So let's go. Clearly, these ones look amazing, but you don't really see the flat. So let's go a bit below and select the ones that you can at least see the flat a bit. So I kind of like this one and that one. That looks good. They have a very good score. Let's move a bit down. I love that one, so let's keep that one as well. And then this one looks good too. I see the flat. Again, here looks nice, and this is a bit colorful. As you know, in these days, especially if you're running ads, testing is crucial. If you're not testing enough creatives, if you just do one creative through Canva and just put it on your Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever ads you're running, you're just like at least 5 steps behind your competitors if they are doing testing. So these days, make sure to test, make sure to run dynamic creative ads, make sure to run performance max ads, make sure to run ads that gives you this chance to test several creatives, because it happens so many times in our ads and in our clients' ads, and we represent some of the biggest real estate agents as an agency. What we've seen is that sometimes a creative that you're not expecting is performing the best. Like one of them looks not that beautiful to you, but you run that and it gets 5 times better results. So your cost per lead is $100 on the other one, and this one is $20. Imagine the amount of results. Like you cannot compete with your competitor if they're doing that. So I definitely do recommend that use tools like AdCreative.ai if you want to save time and money and use data-backed creatives. But even if you're doing Canva and if you're in real estate, make sure that you do at least 5 to 10 different creatives at least and test those things. I kind of like this one. Let's say you don't see the flat that much, but I kind of like that one too. And this one is super cool too. So I can just continue and like add more and more and more. But basically I selected the ones I like. Now all I need to do is just refresh the page. As soon as I refresh the page, the ones that I like are going to be on top. As you can see, the ones that I like that you can kind of see the flats are amazing. It's there. And I'm very confident that most of them are going to perform really well, bring me a lot of leads. So what I can do at this point is super simple. I can just, let's say that, to be transparent, this is my favorite. If I download this thing, it's gonna give me a super high quality pixel perfect version of this creative. So let's go and see it together. As you can see, no pixels whatsoever, looks amazing, looks beautiful. And on Facebook or Instagram or whatever feed you're running this on, it's gonna get that attention. And as you know, ads are all about attention. You wanna get their attention, so it needs to look beautiful, it needs to look good. And that's it. So the square creatives are amazing. Let's say that I'm running this thing, but let's say that I want to also do Instagram story ads or Snapchats or TikTok ads. So I cannot really run square. No problem. You click on this small icon that says render this image in other sizes. And there you can basically download the same image in different formats. Let's say that this was a flat, but for some reason we are also selling it to companies for B2B purposes. I can download the story and the landscape. So let's say landscape is amazing for LinkedIn, and you're gonna see that same creative is gonna be for LinkedIn format, again, pixel perfect. So that's it. That's how real estate, at least for our clients, that's how we use AdCreative.ai. And usually a real estate agency with, let's say, 10 to 20 flats or apartments or whatever per month needs around 100 to 200 credits. Every time you download an image, it uses your credit. But AdCreative.ai promises one thing, is to improve your conversion rates. So that'll be all on this video. As you can see, in just a couple of minutes, we generated hundreds of creatives. I like over 10 creatives. I favorite them. I can download them in super high quality, go to my ads and test it. That's the power of AdCreative.ai for real estate agencies. And if you are running a real estate agency, you should not miss AdCreative.ai. Go and sign up. It gives you 7 days free trial. And on this free trial, you can use 10 credits for free. Take those credits if you want, test them on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or whatever platform you're running on, and you're going to see that it's going to improve your conversion rate. And then you can come and select the package and just start using AdCreative.ai. I'll be here. If you have any questions, comment that below. And again, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be producing more videos like this, some in real estate, some in other niches. And make sure to give a thumbs up as well. YouTube loves that. Thanks a lot.